Hello, internet friends. Welcome to the Geek End. Thank you so much for joining us here at Questing Cthulhu. It is Saturday night. We are all in undisclosed locations, and you just missed us talking for 15 minutes all about how tired we are. So it's going to be a great show, everybody. It is so good to be here. On the plus side, the announcements are going to be very short. On the minus side, I have to figure out what the hell I'm doing. So first announcement, very simple, beer. That's all, just beer. It's, made from malt, I think, or hops.
Sometimes we
add hops as well. It originally was a preservative, but now it's a flavoring.
Sometimes there's water.
Sometimes there's water. For me, there's always water.
I got that too.
If you are not, for some reason, if you're not on our Discord, jump in there. Join our Discord. It's a great community. You get weird little, sometimes there are perks. Like yesterday, we had a long discussion about how wrong Thomas is about D&D. And I personally enjoyed that. That was
Which one? Which Thomas?
That's Tom. That's Thomas.
You're literally, to me, you're pointing out, you're like pointing into the parking lot.
Tom Ogus plays with us.
Got it. Okay.
Thomas, I'm dumb, I like D&D, is behind the screens over there.
Got it.
Actually,
Because you were pointing at
not systems or anything like that. It was about D&D's unfortunate writing of races and racial-based stat bonuses and things like that.
No, not
Gotcha,
to get
gotcha.
on a tangent, but I never, I very rarely read things. Emma and Amy have a lot of similarities. Didn't I yell
That
that
is already an episode title possibility.
It was. Last week I was like, I don't read, come on. And when you brought that up, I was like, when I started reading stuff, I was like, how in the hell did you get away with putting this in here? If I would have actually read this, I'd have been like, what is wrong with you people?
Yes.
Do you want the short list or the long?
Long list,
Yeah.
yes.
The long list is a room full of white guys. That's the real answer. Our Discord, it's awesome. I actually posted the handouts that our players get for this, so you can go in there and find a link in the Cthulhu thing to the handouts that they are receiving. So you'll know as much about this ritual they're trying to do as they do. Honestly, maybe a little more.
Probably.
Discord is awesome. YouTube, we love you as well. Thank you so much for your likes, your subscribes. We have more than 2,600, I guess is the way to put it. 2,600 subscribers, which is outstanding.
Yes.
And on here on Twitch, it's great as well. I guess this is when we should announce that we are going to make this. Oh, I ruined the joke. What's the name of that streaming service that just shut down that I was going to make a joke that we're switching to?
Sir?
I don't even
Mixer?
remember.
Mixer. Yeah, we're going to Mixer. So come on, everybody.
It's been great over here on Twitch. Let's head over to Mixer.
You can find us you can find out all about it on our MySpace page.
Yeah.
I did that one day. I had everybody in my studio log into MySpace and we all chatted with each other on MySpace for one afternoon. It was amazing.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I don't think I've ever. I'm not sure I've ever even seen MySpace.
Did you still have your profile song set up?
Yes, I did. That was the first thing. I was like, should I change this?
Was it Puddle of Mud?
No, I'm sure I should have changed it to Creed.
Oh, right? Amy,
I think
an opportunity there.
I think Train is the new Creed. Which also would be a great episode title.
Train is the new Creed.
Wow, so much for announcements not taking too long.
Yeah.
We tangent.
Have we started announcements? Is that actually?
I don't know what happened.
Here.
We once again have a full week of entertainment for you here. Like a full half a week, really, is what it is. But Monday, it's the start of a new game with a new GM. Aaron is going to be running, and these words are put together. I don't really know what they mean. Rick and Morty D&D.
Yep.
There's a lot of ampersands in there that I don't really understand, but I guess it's Is it like the Stranger Things thing where you're playing D&D as Rick and Morty?
Yeah, so the idea behind it, from what I've seen, is that the character sheets are made up to be, you know, Jerry and Beth and Summer and Morty as characters in D&D.
So who's
Level 1
your
characters.
so, Tiana, who are you playing and which Rick and Morty? Because like your name, you're playing Kerr, but who's Kerr in the equivalent of Rick and Morty world?
Kerr is Jerry. I'm going to be playing the Jerry character, and I'm very excited about that.
Is this where I admit I've never seen Rick and Morty either?
Jerry is the loser dad at the
Okay,
beginning.
I have seen. Okay, yeah. Chris Parnell.
Yeah, his and his arc through the show has been kind of amazing. So I really want to play with that.
There we go. So Monday is the start of that. We've announced it as a one shot, so we should be playing it until next year. All right, it's a 3 shot,
right.
but we should be playing it.
I'm just what?
Huh?
It's a 3 shot, which means we'll be playing it until the next
December.
Yeah. We'll be playing it until the election. That's and then Tuesday, the Chaos Agents are back and better than, well, no, they're the same, really, is what. But the Chaos Agents are back doing chaotic things. They're done shopping, I understand, and now they're going to find new ways to make Thomas wish that he had to work nights. Speaking of working nights, there are some plans in place. This will be some foreshadowing, but if you enjoy the work that Tom does here in Cthulhu, think down the line, get yourself used to the idea that someone besides me can run Cthulhu around here. And, we'll see what happens.
It's easier than it looks.
Especially Tom actually does work. Like Tom will prepare. I show up and I go, hey, how'd the last one end?
Legitimately, he did. I had to read some of my notes to him from my notebook.
Actually, legitimately, are we out of announcements? How did it end?
We were drinking. We left off drinking.
That's the last announcement.
Every episode.
Yeah.
No, it isn't. Sometimes he's about to kill us, and then we start drinking. Once the next one starts.
So my question is, where am I drinking? Who am I drinking with?
Hotel room.
That's about it.
We're at the hotel room. Taro came and checked in on us to make sure that we're still good to go on the skiff day after tomorrow, or overmorrow is apparently the word for that.
Yes.
Which I really want to bring back into the English lexicon because it's awesome.
That's a
like an undermorrow for like
there should be though.
The day.
Yeah, that should be yesterday.
Yeah.
Day before yesterday. Ooh, that'd be cool. Anyway,
and then I think it was implied by Ezra that the drinking was so therapeutic that we all got 5 sanity back.
Yes, I heard that.
I remember that.
Sadly, it was only implied.
Oh.
It was implicit, not explicit.
Damn it.
So yeah, last episode, a lot of crazy things happened. There were some gorilla moments. Madam Lynn, it turns out, is really taking to being a gorilla. She's a fan. And she is now kind of drunk on her own power, and feeling her oats, so to speak. And you were visited by you spent a lot of time wishing that you hadn't told people that Ho Fang was dead, or that you hadn't killed Ho Fang, because Shanghai is descending into some sort of anarchy that Madam Lin is trying to take over. You warned the New China Front that Madam Lin was coming after them. You warned Min, and he started to move guys out. He was none too happy with the whole situation, but he said that he and his men would be headed to Grey Dragon Island with you. And then you ended with Commander Taro, Isoge Taro, showing up at your room, and you had a very camaraderie drink with him that sort of gave him, you might not have gotten sanity back, but he might have gotten sanity back from
come on.
your ministrations. And he is, he's ready to go. So it is the night of, it is the night of your penultimate night in Shanghai.
So also April 30th?
Yes.
Yeah. So tomorrow you have a full day, and then the morning of the next day you are supposed to board a skiff to get on a Japanese destroyer, where nothing bad will happen, I assure you.
Nope. And in fact, I'm not even going to tell you that Jay Matthews and Tamagotora gave Ezra 500 bits each. So that didn't happen.
Jay Matthews, 85, is always there.
Battleship.
Number 85 in your program's number 1 in my heart. Jay Matthews, 85. Actually, number 2 in my heart. Sorry. The Baroness is always number 1 in my heart.
But the number 1 for the players is Squirrel on the Run, 500 bits.
Yay!
Well, it's like
Shouldn't you be watching the kitten?
Can we watch the kitten? Bring the kitten.
Yeah. And then Lonely Yeti also gave us 1,000 bits. So and plus we have 4 to start with. So now we have 3 more from Squirrel on the Run and Lonely Yeti. So thank you, Lonely Yeti, because somebody needs it more than than Ezra. Thanks, Jay Matthews.
No one needs it more than Ezra. For a certain value of it, for many values of it. So yeah, it is the night of I guess April 30th. Thomas wants to know if you got all the bits there.
I don't know. Somebody needs to tell me. I think so. Well, yeah, Lonely Yeti.
Thomas very subtly, like, was that everyone?
1,000 from Lonely Yeti from the players, 500. Oh, hang on. Let me quote this. 500 for anyone not named Ezra. Thank you, Squirrel. Thank you, Squirrel. That's the best comment ever. 500 to Ezra for helping bring in more backup characters. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Oh, I did. Thank you, Thomas, okay. Tamagotora, we're friends now because Emma doesn't, 500 because Emma doesn't go into battle sober. So I'm assuming that's for Emma's drinking. So we get one more.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Additional bit if it's conditional on Emma drinking.
Yeah, and then that's a given. And then 500 from Jay Matthews. Surely Ezra won't be able to find a use for this tonight, right? ? And that feels like it. As I scroll. Tigeron 31 has homemade cookies that we were discussing earlier, which is a travesty that you don't ship those to us.
Yeah.
We have a PO box now, so they'll be safe.
Safe. Until Amy gets her hands on them, and then I come and steal them from her.
Ooh, and then Vindica Sean just specifically to Ezra, 500. He seems so left out. No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't need help. He has god mod powers.
Finally, somebody realizes the plight of the lonely white guy. I am so time that somebody stood up for the disenfranchisement that I feel.
Oh.
Thomas, can you put the air conditioning on? It's getting hot in here.
It's getting a bit windy in here with all that hot air.
Yeah.
All right, so it is the night of April 30th.
We've all been drinking, and then I think we're going to bed.
That is,
To give us sanity. We'll stay up for sanity, but
how much hit points do I get? / can I get sick?
2. Damn it. A night's rest will get you 2.
2? It's been 2 this whole time?
In a hotel, sure.
Okay, cool.
You're staying at the fanciest hotel, remember?
Yes. This is like our last hurrah for Shanghai. We're living it up. We're spending all the money, whatever.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Let's see, who would be, I would think,
you're going to do
Tom, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Who would Yusef, who on this party would Yusef connect with?
Silvano is not here. Right. That's the one person that he connected with the most. He's afraid of the dagger lady. But Emma, he likes Emma. Emma is really cute and interesting, and that's one person he would connect with.
All right.
He didn't even think of Joan. No.
Joan's the other scary lady, not the dagger. Joan's the staff lady who like sucks my soul.
Mm-hmm.
So Emma, make me a con roll.
Okay, Birds of Paradise.
Oh yeah, that's right. Speaking of announcements, we have most of our cast, seeing the awesome rolls that I was getting, have now gone to Birds of Paradise.
12.
Nice.
I con the hell out of that thing. I mean, I like extreme con this thing.
All right, so and there Tiana is showing. Tiana and I have the same set.
Yep.
I hope they roll.
I got to get mine. I got to get one.
I rolled my purple. They're not quite in focus because you have to be back here to be in focus. But
yeah.
So
the purple.
I need I need the purple.
So Emma,
yes.
it is 3 a.m, and you awaken suddenly and grab a hand that was reaching for your shoulder. Your room is dark. You just grab the hand.
Is it just a hand? Like I pull it toward.
No, there is an arm. Like when you.
Ezra, I've played with you before. Sometimes it's just a hand.
Sometimes it's just a hand.
Just a hand.
Accurate.
So
Thing.
when you go to twist it, like this thing is like steel, like it doesn't move, but you hear a familiar voice say, "Good, you're awake," and it's Agent Rogers.
Okay, so I sit up.
You get make a spot hidden roll.
Come on, Birds of Paradise. Where's the S's here? Oh my God, Birds of Andrea, I love you. That's a 5. That's an extreme success.
Oh man! All right.
Wow.
So success. You see something you really didn't want to see.
I don't love you.
It never fails. You see the stuff you don't want to see.
Behind Rogers is one of those weird doors that the professor could make, and it is closing, but you can see inside of it. The professor and Yusef are both sitting in what to you looks like an electric chair, and they are both just like they're both just like they're not cogent, and the door closes behind Rogers.
Where did you come from? What's happening to those two? They're gonna.
You saw that? Yes, we have the. We're repurposing some occult assets to better serve our interests.
Are they going to be okay? I mean, it looks like you're going to electrocute them.
No, that's not what that machine is for. That machine is to harness the professor's ability, which he taught to Yusef, to create transportation. If we can move Delta Green agents quickly and efficiently like that,
through a door.
Yes. And so this is a trial. Now it's probably not comfortable for them, but honestly, that's the cost of war.
Well, everything like that requires sacrifice. So
I'm glad you understand.
Now that you've sucked the soul out of poor Yusef and the professor, what can I do for you? In my bed in the middle of the night.
I got your telegram. What the hell's going on here? You're moving against Penhew?
Well, Penhew, yeah. I mean, Penhew is the one who's going to do the ritual in order to bring about, well, actually hang on, let me back up. So there is, let's just start from the top. One of our potential allies is now an immortal gorilla. She's lost her mind, rampaging on the city, taking over. Yeah, I know. It's just a minor problem. That's just a minor problem. Let's push that issue aside and focus on Penhew, who is the real true evil here. He has, and again, too, one of the aspects of Nyarlathotep is currently unleashed and potentially, yeah, I know. She's large, she's wet, tons of fun, if you will. And Penhew is on essentially an island with a volcano who we need to get to the island with the capstone, create a ritual, lock the bloated lady into that pyramid type thing, goal. In a nutshell.
So there's a crazy gorilla trying to take over Shanghai.
Correct.
There's an aspect of Nyarlathotep floating around Shanghai.
I don't know where exactly it is. I mean, it might be at Ho Fang's house, still in a temple. Like, yeah, technically floating, because I mean, it is water. So yes, correct.
And Penhu is on a volcano island where he's going to do his ritual. And you have a ritual that will stop him.
Correct. And I haven't even gotten into like the new China army and the Japanese army and all that other stuff. That's just a whole other side piece going on here.
I'm familiar with both the new China front and the Japanese army. How are they involved?
Well, they're both involved unbeknownst to each other, sort of, to help us get to the island to kill Penhu.
You're playing the new China front and the Japanese military off each other.
Pretty much, yeah. But they have explosives and fireworks, so it's all worth it.
So you're just going to go and blow Penhu off the island? Is that?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm not exactly a military expert, but there's a destroyer with a big gun on it, I'm assuming. And
Where
I've
did you
asked
get a
for
destroyer?
from the Japanese.
The Japanese military is giving you a destroyer
Just
to
one.
go blow up Penhu's island.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know. Aren't you proud of us?
I'm not sure if you're going to start a war or not.
Oh, most certainly. We've already started an internal like struggle for power in Shanghai. So I'm sure that war is about to happen. I mean, why not small one? Why not big one? I mean, you know, it's a 2-for-1 sale here going on.
Well, look, all we care about in Delta Green is stopping Penhu. That ritual, but the ritual's not until January. Why are you going now?
No, I thought we could do the ritual on the new moon.
Oh, the ritual. So you guys have a different ritual, you know.
Oh, correct.
Penhu's ritual is in January with the eclipse.
Mm-hmm. But we can actually seal, so we could actually seal with a capstone a pyramid or whatever housing that we can get the bloated lady, you know, her house, if you will. I'm assuming it's probably someplace in the bottom of the volcano, as all good houses are for bloated women. And it's on the full moon, right? I don't know. What is the 8th? What is the circle with the empty thing in it?
I think that's the new moon.
Oh, the
No,
new moon.
no,
Okay.
that's a full moon. A new moon is blacked out.
Yeah. I thought the new moon was blacked out. Or I'm sorry,
The new moon is all dark because there's no moon. The full moon is a white circle because there's a moon.
Got it. So we're on the full moon.
Rogers is very carefully very like calmly explaining calendars to you.
All I know is that somehow in 2 days, we're going to the island, and then we essentially have to basically take the island, keep the island until the full moon on the 8th, and then do the ritual in order to seal the aspect of Nyarlathotep. In a nutshell. I mean, those are all the major components. I mean, there's details, but, you know, we can't get lost in those right now.
How can Delta Green help?
Send everybody, because we need to take that island. Yeah. Send everybody. Because you know what? In fact, Mr., I have a bone to pick with you. Why haven't you showed up until now? Until now, we've had to work with the new China front. We've had to work with the Japanese. We've had to basically scrape together all of these military components, but somehow you were missing. And really, you're the only person that we should be relying on at this point, and you weren't here. What's up?
I got a telegram from you yesterday. I sucked life force out of 2 human beings to get here as quickly as I could. Please go on and tell me how I wasn't here when you needed me. After you left Cairo and I had to send in the B team to clean up your mess in Cairo.
You mean we're the A team? I like grab his arm. I'm like, you mean we're the A team? It's so sweet.
It's chronological.
Oh, okay, never mind.
We're going to give you the assistance you need, but given that Delta Green is nominally a United States military, our operations with the Japanese military are going to have to be very cautious. The Japanese are aggressively expanding in China and trying to take advantage of the power vacuum of the fall of the last dynasty. And nominally, after the Great War, Japan is still our ally.
Okay, so what do you recommend?
Well, I mean, if I would recommend making sure you have everything you need for that ritual. And if you're ready to go, go. But if you're not ready to go, don't go in there half-assed.
You've met us, right?
That's why there's a B team.
So that gives me pause because currently we're working on translating scrolls. I forgot the name of the 7 scrolls of something.
The 7 cryptical books of Hassan.
Yeah, which is this, yeah. So we currently are working on translating the 7 cryptical books of Hassan. So we were told that it would have additional information in order to help finish the ritual. But I don't know how to circumvent the fact that the Japanese army is going at a set time. So on May, right? I'm in April, right?
Mm-hmm.
May 2nd, the destroyer is coming, like it or not.
I see. And sort of, the new China front is now basically at sea as well, heading to the island because they fled Madame Lin.
Mm-hmm. Which wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. I mean, it would still be, so the island is whose territory technically? It's Chinese territory, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so as long as the Japanese don't set foot on the Chinese territory, we should be okay. They should just be.
That's not really how the Japanese work. They're trying to set their foot all over Chinese territory.
So how do we stop them from doing that? Actually, is that my problem entirely, sir?
I don't think it's a bad thing to consider the geopolitical implications of actions at any point.
I barely consider my own actions. What are you talking about, geopolitical?
I've noticed. Well, I mean, maybe the question is, if the Japanese can't destroy this island, Penyu's still around. Now he knows you're gunning for him.
He already knows that now.
Either this is a diversionary attack, or this is, you're probing for weakness, trying to find a point that you can get through, or you better put all your chips in the middle of the table.
Ooh, I like that last option. But all the things that you're saying, I also don't totally understand. So hang on one second. And I get up and I start banging on other doors and be like, there's technical military talk and I don't know what's happening. Can somebody come help me out? Because really, I'm just a little lost here.
Come out groggily after a moment, just like, can I get one night of real sleep, maybe?
Nope. Nope.
What's going
So
on?
Rogers is here, and I'm getting yelled at as usual because we've messed stuff up as usual. Because apparently, he's upset that we're working with the Japanese military. Speaking of which, is Asage Toro still around, or did he leave?
No, he went. He went home. He went
Okay.
back.
Where's Rogers?
I mean, unless one of you guys had a really good night, then maybe he's still around. But it seems
He's in my room. He don't ask.
Okay.
He's basically used Yusef's life force to like open an interdimensional door into my bedroom. So now that that can happen, I may never sleep either.
Right.
Or I'll just be sleeping with grenades from now on.
No.
Don't do that anymore.
Everything was fine when I slept with grenades.
No.
You are so incorrect.
That's why I slept at Madame Lynn's.
I was
you all
fine.
Came up.
You guys, let's not be in the corridor.
Oh yeah, by the way, he's still in my room.
Yeah.
All right, let's
go in and say hi to Rogers.
All right.
Come in, dagger in one hand, still in my nightgown.
Nick, make me a luck roll.
Which one of us?
Nick.
Damn it. I was hoping I misheard. That would be 100.
Yes! Oh man!
No, not like Paris again.
Why do I call you? Why do I even call you Gorilla Man?
All right, so
oh, by the way, Rogers, he's a gorilla.
Hasn't happened
so
yet.
it's funny you say that because so you all file through the door and none of you see Rogers. And then Nick comes through the door. And Nick, as soon as you come through the door, there is a kick at your leg and you go down to one knee and then there is a gun right at your neck. And Rogers is like, the damn gorilla followed you here.
Different gorilla.
I'm gonna turn dagger already up and be like, he's with us, Rogers. It's Flint.
More important, it's a gorilla curse.
Oh no, please go ahead.
That's all I'm gonna say. It's a gorilla curse.
There's two gorillas. There's two gorillas. This one's Flint.
There's two gorillas.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Two.
He still has the gun at your neck.
Listen, Rogers, if you pull the trigger, you'll become a gorilla, man. So that's
No, don't give me any ideas. Don't.
No, I'm just going to tell him, back off. Let us.
A psychology roll.
Who should?
Everybody can make a psychology.
All right, fun times.
Ooh, I actually can.
These birds of paradise. See if they do any good for me.
Yeah.
No, but if he looks like he's thinking, can I act?
He does. All right, yeah. You got for your 100. Yeah, you like when Donald says if you kill him, you'll become a gorilla. Like you hear Rogers go like, huh?
Oh no.
Yeah. Just gonna body check him really.
All right, yeah. You just smash him up against the wall.
Point blank. Just
Sure. Let's call this. Make me a dex roll just for like speed of doing that. You're gonna like go before he does.
Did you crit fail again?
These dice have two results: 100 or 99. This time it was 99.
I want to point out Nick is not rolling Birds of Paradise.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
No, if you did, would you get rolls like that? Do you want me to roll Birds of Paradise instead, or is this more fun?
We will mail you a set.
Freaking Emma can get good rolls on Birds of Paradise.
Yeah.
I'm a queen.
Don't roll well on
Like,
anything.
All right.
I have roles named after me.
Two of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Oh.
Yeah, out the window, bro.
All right. So yeah, you just like you hear him think, and you're just like, no, and you like very quickly just ram back into the wall, and Rogers grabs your neck and flips over you. And so
No, I was thinking it did something else too, and I was like, "Holy, okay, that makes sense."
So did I.
You smash into the wall, not briefly knocking the air out of you, but you're a 1,000-pound gorilla. So, and much less briefly knocking most of the wall out of the wall. There's like a solid indentation into the hallway now, where a gorilla-sized indent. And Rogers like flips over you. All the time, the gun stays at your throat.
He gets a very impressed look from Alexandria at that.
He lands on his. I rolled an 02, so he lands on his feet, keeping the gun there, and he says, "Tell me why I shouldn't kill this gorilla."
He's part of our crew. Come on.
We're in the fancy hotel.
You'll become a gorilla, mate. You'll get
That's why he's considering it.
No, it's like, no.
Look at his eyes.
Wait a minute.
Is anyone going to take you seriously if you're a gorilla? We barely take Flint seriously before he was a gorilla.
Wait, that's Thorncastle?
Yes, that's Thorncastle.
That's what I said repeatedly.
Jesus, what the hell happened? Ugh.
Curse.
Oh, and there's two of them. I forgot to tell you about it. But Flint, as the gorilla, isn't rampaging around Shanghai taking things over.
If you want to become a gorilla, you should kill the other one.
Oh,
yes, you should.
You told him about Lynn, but not Flint? Ugh.
Well, I mean, I had to when a strange man is standing in your bedroom coming through an interdimensional portal, you got to stick to like the brief facts. Just get him out there. Like Flint turning into a gorilla, buying a small hat and pants, that's totally irrelevant to the story right now.
I wouldn't know anything about
If you want to kill her, I can lend you an elephant rifle, and I know where she will end up if you want to wait for her.
All right. So we can add a gorilla to the asset side of our. Although
I mean, you've seen him tumble in whatever that was, so I don't know about that.
Here we go. It is a cheap ratings ploy.
Oh,
Lucy.
Hi, BB.
I was biting my toes.
Ah.
Yeah. So
I was gonna bite your ear.
You know what? This is not gonna work.
Oh,
too late. You can't. It's gonna just. Oh, I was hoping it's gonna dig in.
Yeah.
So
So
he
the
has
half
Velcro
is
paws.
here. Can you tell the half is here?
Oh my!
Whoa.
1,000 to Ezra, 1,000 to us. So thank you, half.
Oh,
okay. All right.
it goes both ways.
Yep.
There you
Welcome
go.
to the monkey business.
Ezra doesn't need them. He's been rolling crits, and we can't use them because I've been rolling critical fumbles.
I mean, technically, we've been rolling crits too, just on the wrong
Wrong
side.
side. Yes.
All right, so Rogers will sort of give you the quick overview that he gave Emma about the unfortunate geopolitics of everything that's going on. He is going to I think I'm gonna take some men and figure out what's going on with this aspect of Nyarlathotep.
Perfect.
That's a bad idea.
Oh,
Don't
you'll
go
die.
in. If you cross the threshold, you will drown dry. You and your men will drown, and you'll never see water. Yes, it sounds ridiculous.
Thorncastle, you did some scouting though, right?
That's what I found out. Oh, and there's a little girl in there that eats all the bodies of anyone who ends up there and drowns to death.
Oh yeah, that part.
We leave her alone.
So we're just gonna leave an aspect of Nyarlathotep. I mean, is it doing anything?
Drowning anyone who goes inside the compound? There was talk about getting an anchor, because there was a part of it that's just like a room that's an aquarium, but it'll pull you in. And so I was thinking about setting up an anchor so I could pull myself out and go in there and see what's. That's where she came in out of it. She blew the roof off the building and turned into a spout in the sky, and then merged with something else. And
It was a very interesting day.
It was impressive, but scary. And I wish we could do something. But we need to be able to get the rituals together. And
Which we had
Not
one of
there
the
yet.
elder signs. Remember those?
It's possible. We're working on weaponizing both the transportation technology that Dr. Kafur possesses, and also that elder sign protection stuff that I don't really understand, and it's possible that we could have some success with that.
That's 1,000 bits from NGC 457 for the cat, for Lucy.
Thank you, Seth.
Seth, come on.
Okay,
Which means
now the cat has to
make an
go.
appearance.
I'll have to start getting all my critters. I
know,
have
see,
answers.
I told you it was a naked ratings ploy. You know?
I'm sorry, none of our critters are as cute as a tiny little black void kitty. And I say this as
Yes.
someone who has 2 black void kitties.
He is
True.
Lucy's super cute when he's not destroying everything.
Kittens.
Yes.
And
Today is
Lucy.
the first day that we have started coexistence, and Lucy thinks it's great, and everyone else is not a fan. Penny is the definition of if you could kill someone with a look. Like Penny's just sitting we have a little cube that she's just sitting in there with her head kind of hooded, just glaring daggers at the kitten. So it's possible using the weaponized transportation technology that we have, that we could get in to that area and check things out. Maybe if I sent in people with breathing apparatus.
Yeah. Don't know if
Oh no, you drown. It's magic. It doesn't make sense.
From the way it was described to me, it's as if water is in your lungs already.
Joan, didn't you have some way to do that? That you had a magic.
Well, if you bring it up, there is a way. It does cost you magic points to be able to do the ritual on another creature.
I believe we refer to it as your soul.
Which mine is fine.
I've seen the cost of some of this on Kafur and the Kid.
Yes. So I was able to do a small bit to help Flint get in, but I'm trying to do that for more people. It's beyond.
Would there be any way that you could teach it to someone else?
I should be able to.
I mean, if you can get that information back to Yosef.
About that.
What about that?
Dr. Kafur and Mr. What was Yusef's last name?
Basara.
And Mr. Basara are out of commission.
I thought you said you didn't hurt them.
I did not say that.
How permanently out of commission?
We have weaponized their abilities.
As in, you're sucking the power out of them.
I understand you know something about that.
Little bits, but not like that.
Did they give their consent to do this?
This is war.
So you took that poor little boy and are sucking the life out of him and basically making him a comatose little power battery in a chair.
Yeah, we learned the idea from Dr. Lamb here.
I took little bits of power from a lot of different areas to work with. Didn't go, all these people are still alive. You see that? This is not a weapon.
How innovation works. We take a small idea and we build it to scale. I can now move large amounts of troops anywhere in the world in a short period of time. That is a serious operational advantage.
It would have taken too long to take little bits from all of your people before you shipped them.
They don't know how to do it. Kafur and Mr. Basara know the ritual. And Kafur was unwilling to teach anyone.
Damned if we do, damned if we don't.
How on earth did you get them to start the ritual if they weren't willing to do it?
I can be very persuasive.
Ah,
Guns and weapons will do that to one.
well,
I made an impassioned plea to their patriotism.
how did that go?
Then we went to the guns and weapons.
It's about exactly how I expected.
I want to be clear. You all signed up as part of Delta Green. Delta Green is a military operation, and our only mission is to combat these entities from these otherworldly entities.
Did
If
Yosef
any of you have a problem with that mission, you can go now.
Did Yosef and Dr. Kafur sign up the way that we did? Yosef wasn't with us when we did that.
Mr. Basara was a member of the B team. He was a member of Delta Green. Dr. Kafur is a collateral accessory. I will use any means to
So you're as
save
bad
this
as they
planet.
are. So you were as bad as. So you're gonna take the energy from everybody else on the planet so another critter can't come into the planet. Is that what you're thinking? Is that what
Yeah.
you're gonna do?
I'm as bad as they are. I'm trying to end this world. I'm trying to save this world. And we can make all the moral, relativistic, simplistic arguments you want to make, or we can take action. You're supposed to be on a destroyer in 2 days. I am going to be staying here and dealing with an aspect of Nyarlathotep that apparently you created.
What?
Not the first one.
No.
Fang created it.
We did
When
not
showed
create
up-
the bloated lady. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
when we showed up, she was swirling in the pool. Doesn't sound appropriate, does it?
Not even a little.
But the point is, we didn't make it. Somebody else did. We tried to stop it. We got a
Someone
lot
else
of
awoke
other
it.
things.
We didn't. These are ancient, right?
Oh, speaking of which, I forgot one detail. Mr. Stanford is also probably the one who I would suspect brought forth the bloated woman. He's kind of tricky.
Carl Stanford,
Yeah, that guy.
That guy.
You know him.
I'm familiar.
Tricky
Tell us
is
more about him.
He used to be one of us.
Oh,
Really?
He's a former. Before we were Delta Green, we operated under the Omega Protocol. He was part of the Omega Protocol.
And what happened?
Dr. Stanford's ideas are too out there for what, and too inappropriate for what we're doing here. He wants to harness the power of those otherworldly entities.
What is he capable of?
Well, it's been a decade since I have tangled with him, but he is rated at an alpha level in terms of his otherworldly abilities. That's the highest level we've got.
So, do you have any recommendations for how we go about dealing with someone who is at an alpha level? I don't think we've dealt with anyone that strong, have we?
I mean, outside of the fact that he took a piece of paper, made it a crazy spider creature, and almost carried all of us off.
yeah.
Pieces of paper.
So Stanford is, his psychological profile is he's a schemer. He doesn't want to be directly involved. He wants to get other people to do his dirty work for him.
He's a hanger-on.
He's a manipulator.
Mm.
That being
I
the
am
case,
looking at the back of Donald's neck.
Oh boy. So before we get into that, Brayden 5-ash, 500 bits to the Crowbar Queen.
Oh,
Hey.
the Crowbar Queen. I like it. That's
oh
great.
my goodness.
I like that.
Been a minute since I thought about that.
Nice. Stanford prefers to be a second banana. He likes the cover of working for someone else. But he's always running the show.
Do you think that he will actually be out at the island, or would he remain here in Shanghai doing work? Because if it's just Penhew, we managed to give him some sort of sickness a while ago, a few days
Oh yeah, I
ago.
forgot about that too. There's another dimensional door and some green goo, some green sort of glowy illness.
On the boat, the Dark Mistress. And there was something on there that was glowing green and made me feel not very good. Like I was poisoned without eating anything.
It sounded like radiation poisoning, but that's just from my experience.
And then
I don't think radiation poisoning is
It's not a thing yet?
Nope.
I thought it was a thing. All right, sorry.
I don't know about poisoning, but Curie discovered anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We know about radiation a long time ago. So
Yeah. And so what happened then is Joan did the ritual and tried to transfer the illness out to Penhew.
Penhew.
Like, what's his name again? Penhew.
Yes.
And that's how we lost
Silvano.
we lost Silvano. I think he's on the island trapped.
You could check with the finger.
I don't want to check with the finger.
I know I don't have pants on right now, so it's not in my pocket currently. That's back in my room.
Did anybody give Donald his finger back?
I thought we tried to put it back on
Yeah, we gave it back to him.
All right,
at the
so
hospital.
Donald is carrying around his pinky.
Yeah,
He just waves it at people when he's angry. He's like, "Look here, sir," wagging my finger at
I'm
you.
right here. It always points to me. All right. Well, this has gone pear-shaped 87 different ways.
And now I have a hole in my wall.
Dent.
We'll put a stop to that Dragon Island, that ritual site, and the bomb that got there, and perhaps kill Penhew as well. And after that, we can reassess.
But if Stanford is out there as well, we may have a lot more that we're tangling with. If Penhew is there and he's the only magic user, he's poisoned, we think, probably. And that being the case, it'll be a lot easier to handle him. But if Stanford is there as well, we might be a little screwed.
Well, I'm planning on us being screwed going there anyways, so.
I mean, fair point.
But still, having some more ritualistic backup would be nice.
Well, so again, to my mind, you have three options here. Since it seems like you're wedded to this attack. Either this attack is purely diversionary, or you're probing for weakness and you're going to make some feints, find out where they're strong and where they're weak, and pull back to be better prepared for another one. Since, I mean, you're attacking, but your ritual has to happen days after the attack, right?
Well, I thought we were going to rescue Silvano.
Part of it is rescuing is rescuing Silvano. Part of it is this is when we can get the destroyer. And I would not dream of making an assault on an island like that without.
How does naval bombardment save someone who's held on the island you're bombarding?
There's no buildings on the island. Donald and I have seen it through a portal. So any buildings that there are going to be underground. If we can draw people up, Silvano won't be one of them, probably. He's been there too long.
Well, and the third option, as I said, is you try and stop this attack, and you wait, and you have a, I don't know, I don't feel like you're prepared.
Well, no, but as you pointed out, we have a rather large geopolitical situation going on here, and the longer we wait, the longer it has to devolve, and then we lose even more of the assets that we currently have.
And as you've so clearly pointed out, everything we touch turns to crap anyway. So, I mean, if we wait and try and fix things, we just make it worse.
Break them harder.
All right. I'm going to deal with this aspect of Nyarlathotep. You've
Cool.
given me plenty of warnings. I'm going to get our men working on this. If you can give me a sense of when you're going to land for the attack on Grey Dragon Island, we can use the transportation technology to try and get some operational support. Unfortunately, we currently can't create a portal larger than a door.
We were told that it would take a day to get there. We're leaving tomorrow morning. I don't even know what day it is anymore. We're leaving the morning of May 2nd. So we should be there around about the morning of May 3rd.
So does this mean we're not getting an anchor to go into the aquarium room?
You really want to go in there? Why?
So we can see if there's something we can do. I'm not thrilled with leaving a compound where anyone drowns if they go past the wall, and then there's the creepy flesh-eating girl.
Well,
I feel like that's a loose thread.
I'll tell you that if our reconnaissance is not successful, we're going to give it the Castle Vane treatment.
Oh boy.
That could be worse. For all we know, damaging the walls will allow her to spread. We don't know what's keeping her locked within there.
But she doesn't seem to have gone anywhere yet. And everything has to do with the threshold from what we saw.
Yeah, this is a contained threat right now.
So, Joan, I have a question because that brings up a good point. Where do we have to contain the bloated lady? Because if she's already contained in Ho Fang's house, like, can't we capstone? I mean, it's a dumb idea, but capstone the house in the middle of Shanghai where nobody'd ever uncap it.
Yeah, that's
easily.
That's the problem. We need to do it.
Well, and isn't that one of the points of the triangle? Isn't that the point of us
Point
doing
of it.
there?
Yes, it has to be in a specific area to make it work.
So I'm just assuming somewhere there's magic that happens and she goes from like Ho Fang's house to like whatever we find on the island, probably in the evil layer of this feels a lot like G.I. Joe, evil layer underground, under the mountain,
Under the volcano, right?
Because we have to go where she was originally bound, and bind her back again.
Mm-hmm. So maybe it pulls her back.
Well, the ritual can be done at multiple locations. It's not restricted to one use. We can use it many times. Just have to do the process over and over, the chanting and create a unique eye of light and darkness for each location, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, but at least one
and
of
the
those,
blood of innocent people thing.
I was going to say.
No, I wasn't going there. But yeah.
One of those spell components is difficult to get our hands on.
Yes.
Obviously, Rogers has no problem talking people into that, and I glare at him.
Oh no! Well, he doesn't know about the blood sac. You haven't.
Yeah, we're specifically because he would get it for us.
He could find.
I was this close to ask. I'm this close. You guys are going to have to look at me and tell me no.
I don't really. I think you're already wary enough. Really. I think we know how he operates.
Yeah.
I think everyone has it pretty clear.
Yeah. Every once in a while, it's tempting to take that route, though. Just the easier route. But
I mean, the path to hell is paved with good intentions, and I'm sure it's a nicely paved road.
I'm pretty sure the scroll is going to have like a little test where you can put a script, put a blood on it, and you can see if it's innocent or not. And then we can just do little blood tests. That's what I'm assuming.
I'm trying to think of what role. I'm going to give.
That's a good one.
Let's call it an intelligence roll.
Cool.
Okay.
I like intelligence rolls.
Me too.
Are we all rolling this?
Yeah, sure. Whoops.
Oh yeah.
That's actually an
Hard.
extreme-
Hard.
So everybody that made it remembers.
I got a 97. These are
Oh
way
man.
What?
You need new dice.
Get those dice. Just
seriously aren't this bad.
use an
I'm
app.
gradually
There's
getting
an app.
better.
There's an app for that, mate.
All right. So we'll deal with
Take
that
those
in a
dice.
second.
Wow.
So
Put 'em
everybody
in
that
the
made
yard.
the roll, actually,
All right.
Flint, you're the only one that remembers this, and as you remember it, you are pulled out. You see this ritual being performed. So almost like a waking dream. You see the ritual happening. You see the chanting. You see they have an eye of light and darkness put together that's there ready to go. And the one thing that strikes you is that the people who are doing this ritual are slaughtering people, but then they're using just a small amount of the blood, because according to the ritual, all the blood you need is to fill the eye, which is about that big. So it's not like a ton of blood. And they are just sort of, they have a person strung up and they just ritually are slicing them, and the blood is going onto the eye and filling the eye. And it happens, there's like a heartbeat drum beat going up, bump, 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 bump. And every one of those, the blood is filling the eye. And they have like 5 other people who are very scared being held by, it looks like this maybe as in Egypt. This everything seems very old, ancient, but they are so they're going through, and again, you're struck by the fact that, they don't need this much blood. They're the people who are doing this ritual in whatever this vision is were more than a little overzealous.
Okay.
And yeah, so you're all sort of sitting there with Rogers, and all of a sudden Flint goes somewhere else for a second.
Flint, dude.
But he's a gorilla, so I can't tell.
Yeah, that's just my gorilla face.
No. We could tell.
Did somebody shave that gorilla?
Yes.
He wanted to look a little more human.
He also bought a suit.
Could be
Am I back? Or am I still gone? Am I gone for this?
Yeah,
Am I
you're
just-
back. You're back.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting the suit. What time is it?
Flint.
Oh, it's like 3 a.m.
In the morning?
Yeah.
3 a.m. on now very early in the morning on May the 1st.
Ugh, no wonder I'm still tired.
Mhm.
Flint, are you all right?
Yeah.
Are you all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
You
It'll
disappeared.
be even better once I get a suit.
Ah, he's thinking about his suit.
Thinking about the suit.
We have more pressing matters at hand than your suit and your hat.
A pressed suit.
I just need this much normality, please. Just this much. I swear I'm gonna lose it.
Did you wear suits much in your before Delta Green life?
I just need something. I went to the first tailor getting a suit. It's normal. It's normal.
All right. You all need to get some sleep. I need to get things moving. Do you mind if I use your phone?
Help yourself, mate.
All right. He goes over to the phone. Operator, give me the Department of Defense, please. And he gives the operator a number. And you hear him. He pulls out a piece of paper, and he says, "Initiate." And then he gives what are clearly coordinates, latitude and longitude. And then he says, "We'll be in touch." And he starts to walk forward, and like right as he reaches out his hand, there's a doorknob in his hand. and he opens the door, and now you can all clearly see on the other side of it is like a laboratory, and sitting back to back in some sort of chair apparatus are Dr. Kafur and Yusef, and they are sort of mindlessly babbling, and their eyes are this milky white, and they have wires coming out of them in all these different ways. And Rogers is through the door and closes it.
Can I write down the number that he gave as well as the coordinates?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. And the coordinates you figure are this room.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
Wow. Staff was much easier to use than that.
I'm going to sleep.
Mhm.
All
Yeah,
right.
we can talk about it. Breakfast.
Guys, the other thing is, we have this big dent in the wall. What are we going to tell them?
Well, we're here for another night, and we don't need to worry about that right now.
Emma hangs the do not disturb sign.
Exactly.
Like, in the hallway, the wall is like this.
Yeah.
Somebody broke into your room, perhaps? Anyway, we're just going to have to be aware of that. They're going to ask.
I just heard racket, and then it was like this. I don't know. I was asleep.
I'm a very heavy
Okay.
sleeper.
Time to go.
I'm going back to bed.
Yeah.
Yes, time to go.
All right. See you at breakfast.
All right. So yeah, it's the next morning, and you have a whole day before you need to leave for Grey Dragon Island.
So at breakfast, I want to ask. We just lost Nick.
Did we
Thomas.
lose Nick?
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Oh, really?
All right.
Uh-oh.
Then maybe let's take that. We'll do an early break then.
Okay.
Good idea.
Yeah. So we'll do an early break. We'll get Nick back.
Thomas, are you ready for break?
Agent Rogers just sucked Nick into the vortex, so we have to go hunt him down and find him.
Thomas is ready for break if you want
All
to
right.
go.
So we will be back just as soon as 5 people can find one person missing in the internet.
Mm-hmm.
welcome back. I want to thank El Debrat for 500 bits for my haircut. And I'll tell you, my hairdresser is my wife, who is very handy with a pair of clippers. And we, unfortunately, as you may notice, we also got, I think, 1,000 bits, Amy, for the players in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's for Nick returning, but Nick hasn't returned yet, so I can't.
No, that's conditional. Those are conditional.
Came back, but then he left again.
Yeah, he was back.
Unfortunately, the squirrels on a treadmill that run Nick's router have gone on strike, so we're hoping that Nick has not been sucked into an interdimensional void. But it's possible. It's always on the table. I'm just remembering for the longest time Nick didn't want any of us to know where he lived. Like that was Nick. We should just tell Nick stories while he's not here.
There we go.
Go for
There
it.
you go. It's our tribute to him.
So I will say, Amy is the one exception. The one exception to this. But every Nick and some of our other friends, every time they would try to join our group, I would just be like, "Oh, come on! There's so many players already. Oh, no, what?" And the Nick essentially joined our group because his roommate was in the game already, and his roommate was like, "Look, guys, he's gonna be here." And I was like, "Oh man, did I?"
Is that how we met Nick? Is that just via Mark? So we lived with Mark, and he just sort of
Mark's roommate.
He would just wander around in his pajamas, I think, as well.
Yeah.
Or was that Mark?
Yeah.
Or was that Nick? I can't remember who would just.
Well, no, Mark was the one who would like pass out during the game in his pajamas from enjoying a lovely beverage. No, but and that was Nick's first character was.
Oh God. Nope.
Yes.
Was it a ninja? Was Groove Master Beats a ninja?
Oh boy.
No. Well, here's the thing: is that he was the familiar of Groove Master Beats. I don't know what Groove Master Beats was because he was a cat.
It was Beatmaster Groove was either the person or the cat, and then Groove Master Beats was whichever one the first one wasn't.
Nice.
And man, did I hate that! I almost killed that character like twice just
out of spite.
In that campaign, that was.
All right.
Memories.
Became a barbarian that as we progressed.
J. Matthews 85. If Nick doesn't claim him, they go to Ezra. I just kind of feel like they're just going to go to Ezra anyway.
Yes.
Oh,
Nick is insane. A ridiculously overpowered barbarian in that game.
I mean, barbarians are kind of insane.
Wow.
Good Lord.
This is a sad stack.
Mm-hmm. I mean, so for those of you, as much as I grouse against D&D, that's how Thomas and Amy and Nick and all of us met. Was we played a 5-year, 6-year long
forever.
We played a ridiculously long campaign that Thomas must have done it the same way I did. We answered an ad on Craigslist. The GM put an ad on Craigslist, and we all responded. And I think we all the first meeting was at a bar, which is very Jill, but was not very me at all. And we all like had this crazy group that we played. That was a long time ago now.
Second edition.
What now?
Second edition rules.
3.5, I think.
Oh.
3.5. Man, so you've heard us talk about our friend Michelle at great length. She is the ultimate min-maxer. And she created a character in that game who wanted to be hit. There was this weird like initiate of the 7 veils or something. And so she would walk towards the monsters and hope they attacked her.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Thomas wants everyone to know that he answered a Wizards of the Coast ad, not a Craigslist ad.
So much better.
Yeah, I feel like my ways, I mean, I want that. I just want that as a GIF. Amy with the.
There are people that are not my friends anymore.
Ooh.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
I mean, to be fair, I answered a SF casting ad. That's how I got into this.
There you go.
They actually went looking for actors and stuff because
Because I was not cutting it. That's yeah, it's man. I was just because we just had a bunch of it was last week was the wedding of our DM was the anniversary, and so all these pictures. Wait a minute.
Oh,
There we go.
There we
hey,
go.
welcome back.
Nick, I was just telling embarrassing stories about your days of living at Mark's.
Oh, nice. Those were good times.
Was that 5 minutes? Do I get the bits?
That was less
Yeah,
than 5 minutes.
No,
That was less than 5 minutes.
You got the bits automatically, but we do get 1,000. So I just gave them to you because I was like, Nick's not coming back in 5 minutes. Forget about it. So, but we do for Eldebrat getting the getting Nick back, and then Eldebrat 1 also gave 1,000 to the players just to even out the stacks.
So how many do we have now?
All right, what are the stacks?
We have this many. It's insane. Hang on. One.
Like how Amy's like, we have this many. There's no way of knowing how many are in this stack.
Also how old I am.
We Nick, we got conditional bits that would show if you showed up, but apparently they went to me because you didn't show up.
Oh my god, we have 15 rerolls.
Time to go into combat. Let's go.
No, let's okay, so I need, what do we need? Can we turn in bits for like hit points and sanity?
Can we?
Before I'll let you do that on the destroyer.
Let's do skill checks with bits.
I'd like to fail that roll, please. I don't know if can you use bits on a successful roll?
We can do whatever we want.
Destroyer,
You know what? Sure. You have agency. You can do whatever you want. All right. So it is the morning of May 1st. And it's a lovely morning.
To pick up a suit and have a delicious brunch.
Yeah, you have there's a lovely breakfast, and the suit will actually be delivered to you. You paid a lot for that suit.
Goodness.
At breakfast, I do want to bring up the fact that the first thing that, not the first thing, but close to the top of the lineup of the things that, God, what's his name? The creepy man in my bedroom.
Rogers.
Thomas.
Thank you.
I mean, it's a weird time to bring that up, but
so the first thing that the other creepy men who dimension doors into my bedroom said is that we should not go in without being prepared for the ritual.
Yeah, and that might be very interesting because I don't know about you, but I don't have easy access to innocent blood.
We also don't have the light or the eye of light and darkness created. Someone has to make that for us to use.
That is the ritual.
yeah, you feel
We can fix
told
it.
that the ritual will bring the two. You have the two pieces.
Yeah.
We can.
But we don't have the scrolls completed either.
Right.
I'm
Oh,
working.
is that gentleman back in translating?
Oh yeah, he's been at your hotel this whole time. He's got his own room.
Yeah,
Right.
we've been working.
He was glad you didn't wake him up at 4 a.m.
The fact that we had to be awake at like 3 o'clock in the morning was a bit of a thing.
So he brought up multiple options. The fact that this is just, the destroyer is just sort of like a precursor to the actual event.
I mean, we could use it as that. We could use it as a way to feel out weaknesses and that sort of thing. My problem with that is that Penhew has a flying dragon thing. And if we go and poke the wasp's nest, we're probably going to get attacked here.
And if we do a scouting mission, then they know what we're going to be out there and who we've got and all that stuff. So
I mean,
Also, we're going to be on the ocean for a day. Like that's a lot of time for him to come and mess with us.
yeah.
but he knows that we're here. It's not like it's not like the fires we've started have been a big secret around town.
And news are coming too.
He's in some of your heads as well. So
Yeah.
that has to be dealt with.
There's a lot of people in here.
Well, and not for nothing, Donald has the issue.
And uh-oh.
Shit.
He's
Lose him
frozen
again.
again.
Oh,
What was the face he did last time before he left? Was he like,
Much better.
yeah.
I
This one's
blame,
just-
the joys of the internet. The funny
Oh,
thing
well.
is, this happens to Nick in the studio too.
he just freezes up?
Yeah,
Just sort of blurs out of existence for a minute.
yeah. That's why I often go to break really quickly, because Nick's just like,
He's like,
This is
So, yeah, you are you are you don't know where to find innocent people. That's a tough ad to place.
a little bit.
And
Oh, I came back. Holy
Woo!
crap.
That was awesome.
Welcome back.
poor
Thank you.
Thomas is like halfway through changing it, and now it's like popping up again. So yeah, you the other thing that you might consider is that the Japanese and the New China Front don't think this is a diversionary attack. So
Right.
you need to like change something with either, or maybe you don't. I don't know. Maybe that's how you do this. But
Maybe them being completely convinced this is real is the diversion.
Yeah.
I think we're going to, after the fact, decide what it was.
well, and then if this is the diversion, then what do we have left for the real one? Because I
Right.
think our cards are out there, and Rogers
Exactly.
is scaring me a little bit.
Only a little.
And how many people can you dimension door? It's just one door. I'm just saying that if that was me, I'd stand on the other side of the door and just smack them down one at a time. I'm not a military expert.
Well,
But no, he's talking about onto our ship or something, right?
maybe
or an island, who knows?
if we're able, I mean, I suppose we're not able to coordinate it at this point, but it is entirely possible that we go in and we shell the hell out of it, and wherever's not being shelled, he opens a door.
As long as we have a phone,
We have a radio.
because we could call the Department of Defense and give them coordinates and get the dimension door open.
Hello,
Here.
Department of Defense. We're on a Japanese destroyer.
Yeah, the problem with that is that this is the Japanese Imperial Army, and I don't think they want to. I don't think that the U.S. military wants them to know that they're involved.
And getting coordinates on a moving ship.
Mm.
Why don't we just dimension door to Delta Green right now?
That would definitely screw up all of our plans.
Right.
Exactly.
You could try calling the number that Rogers gave you.
Exactly. Why can't we just dimension door over there, get whatever we need, and dimension door back?
Speaking
Isn't
of
that
dimension
killing
doors,
those two?
the boat. Penyu's boat had that dimension thing. Remember that?
Yeah, I actually was thinking it might be worthwhile to go and check and see if that boat is still in harbor, is back in harbor, I suppose. I mean, I'm not a fan of this idea, as I imagine no one else is, but if we know that Penhu is here,
We can go look for an anchor while we're there.
Plenty of anchors there.
I want to correct something I said, Nick. Your suit is not being delivered because the person has no idea which hotel you're staying at.
I'm gonna
because
go
you
get my
changed
suit.
so much. So you do have to go get your suit.
we could probably send a message, right?
Probably.
Oh, I'm gonna put it on when I'm going to go put it on.
Fair.
So they can fix it while you're there, kind of thing.
I'll wear it out.
Oh boy.
So I'll see you at the docks later
Well, no, did you want someone to go with you?
to get a suit.
Again, buddy system. But then
Sure.
again, there are 5 of us, and that does not divide up cleanly.
No. Well, it doesn't have to be clean. It just has to be not 1 and 4. Or not
No one's
1
really
and
tried-
1 and 3. Or
No one's really tried to mess with me since I became a gorilla. So
I mean, all it would take is one person getting a net on you. Just
Oiled by a butterfly net.
I was thinking more like the massive nets that they use to go ship fishing, but whatever.
well, that's why I'm going to meet you at the docks. Yeah, I'm not going to be vulnerable over there where they have all the fishing nets. Sure.
Do you ever listen to the sentences that you say?
I learned it from listening to Emma.
Don't blame me.
Man, this went from Cthulhu game to therapy session really quickly.
Kind of. Well, when we have nothing else to do.
I mean, I mean, the therapy session started last night when Rogers was basically like, "Hey, I learned how to drain magic out from you."
We should go before we do anything and see how our translation is going.
Yeah.
Is that like the next room over?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
I'll go do that.
He will tell you that he thinks that well, let's actually wait a minute. Why don't you guys roll for this? So everybody roll me percentiles. And if you get under 40, give me a thumbs up.
9.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
I mean, no, but like that was a good roll for me.
We have this enormous stack.
Yeah, you could.
Inspiration. How many people need something?
I'm at 55. I could reroll.
Okay.
Use the other set of
Reroll.
paradise.
Do you want me to re-roll?
Do you want us to re-roll? Because I did not get it, but it doesn't matter if you guys get it.
Do we
Who
need
is Bird's Paradise?
Yeah, I was going to say,
None
I
of
rolled a
You're
9. How
not.
many do we need?
Yeah, you should totally re-roll, Emma.
No, she's not going to reroll. What are you on about?
All right, so I see.
I'll reroll. Question mark.
Go
Yes,
for it.
you reroll. I've thrown it in. Who else needs a reroll?
I see 2 successes right now. There's 3 successes.
Okay.
Do you want to re-roll, both of you?
Do we need them?
Yeah.
We're not going to find out until after.
Okay, I'll re-roll. I'll re-roll.
Okay.
All right. We're sitting on 3 successes.
Gorilla Boy, go ahead.
My re-rolls for the suit fitting.
No,
I will not second that inspiration.
either. You reroll now or you go naked.
Wow. Here comes the fumble now.
All right. Do you really want me to bring us down?
Yes,
Sure.
because if you do,
I rolled 5 better and still failed.
All right.
Okay.
So
Okay.
3 successes. So he will tell you that he feels like he's about halfway done, but he doesn't feel. I mean, he thinks it's going to be another 2 days.
I think it's
He'll
coming.
be dead by then. Once
Is-
we're not here to guard him,
Is there any way I can help him or
With your, he has very politely looked at your Chinese to English dictionary.
yeah.
And and he's like, how do I make the people paying me not feel bad that they don't know what they're doing? You know, you've done it enough to guys in your line of work to recognize.
Yeah.
When he's like, oh yes, you're right, that is the word for dog.
You hire the professionals to let the professionals do what they do.
I know, but that
No, I don't.
helping gene is just right there. Got it.
So yeah, he's gonna keep plugging away. He's
so
gonna.
after we leave, I'm just wondering, do we need to take him on the boat with us?
Yeah.
I don't like that laugh from Ezra.
No, he takes a break. When we leave, we take the scrolls. He takes a break. When we come
Maybe
back,
innocent.
Oh no.
Can we also get a copy of what he's done so far?
Yes. Yeah, he will give it. He'll send it out to a typography pool to have stuff typed up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fun. I mean, Ezra's not wrong. He probably isn't innocent.
What else do we have to get done before we leave tomorrow? Anything else do we want to do?
Find an innocent.
I mean, that is the key component of the spell that we don't have. And to be perfectly frank, none of us 5 are innocent, and no one on that island is going to be an innocent. So
No one on the boat.
unless
one on
they've captured their own sacrifices, and in which case I'd prefer to let them go personally.
Some of the sailors might be innocent. It's possible.
Donald, have you met sailors ever?
I know that sometimes I have the teenage boys that are forced to do this sort of line of work. Not really. It's the Japanese. I don't know what they're doing.
Not often the case.
In the Japanese Imperial Army, teenage boys being forced into service.
Wouldn't surprise me.
It would surprise me.
I'm gonna go get a suit now. Anyone wants to join me there? Welcome.
Anybody going with the gorilla to the tailor?
I will head to the docks afterwards.
Here's the big thing about the innocent blood. We don't have to kill anyone for it. We just need enough to fill the eye. So a vial of blood is enough.
Someone who detests evil, I believe.
He's like, la la la. Hey, Flint, I'll go with you. I'll go with you. I can at least hit somebody with a crowbar.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll come to that, but
keep an eye on each other.
Welcome to join.
Yep.
A hell of a way to get a discount on a suit. So yeah, you guys head out. And so are the other three of you just gonna relax in the hotel and rest up?
And drink.
And drink?
Are we meeting at the docks to look if the boats come in to see if it has the portal?
No.
I thought we were going to. Yeah, we're going.
Because I'm going there under the impression that I'm meeting you guys there, so I'm going
That's
to
what
be
we
very
heard.
confused when I show up there.
Yep.
Yeah, we should go and check to see if Penhugh's boat is there, because if it is, we might be able to get some more information if we can get on there without an incident like last time.
All right, I can do that.
All right, so go. Yeah, getting the suit is no problem. The guy has it, and it is a great fit. It is dapper. It is a very nice suit.
Now people won't look at me funny.
He tells you that he's actually making a number of dressing gowns for Madame Lynn.
Yes, you are.
He's found a niche. And so you have one very good looking suit.
All right. To the docks.
Sounds good.
All right,
good.
so you all head to the docks, and yes, you see the Dark Mistress. It is on the same dock it was on before. You don't see any of any crew.
So is the plan to find the door, rip it out, and take it with us?
I don't know if that's how those doors work, but if we can, that would be really useful.
What if we capture the boat?
I can't rip that boat out of the water. It's way too big.
No, but you can smash some fish heads together.
Let's go capture that boat.
Sure. I am not. Oh, don't go downstairs. Whatever.
Can anybody sail?
Just stay away from the engine.
Yeah, stay away from the engine. Whatever's in there is what's glowing green and red hurt.
All right.
If we steal the boat, then we have that stuff.
We could have ourselves a nice yacht.
With
Absolutely, until Penhugh shows up with a flying dragon. Because why not?
It's pretty fast. We might be able to outrun that dragon.
So who knows how to sail a boat?
Yeah.
No, I don't. And I can see us just sailing right behind a Navy destroyer from the Japanese Imperial Army. That's amazing. We're like this little peanut following like a big duck in the water.
Have them tow us with ropes from behind. They'll be our massive tugboat.
There we go.
So are you sneaking up on the boat? What is your? You don't see any crew on deck.
Let's just walk on behind the gorilla.
Cool. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's.
Wow, the bad idea didn't come from Emma this time.
Fishmen don't count as men, right?
Right.
Okay.
They're not innocent either, so.
They can't kill me is apparently his hope.
True. Oh no.
All right, so you walk up right onto the deck, and
I mean, I have my rifle with me, right, in the bag.
You don't need a rifle.
I need a rifle.
No.
Yeah, I do.
He always needs his rifle.
Trigger guard.
And that's why I took the guards off the triggers.
Yeah, he had to take off the trigger guard.
Yep. No, he always needs his rifle.
Yeah, don't drop that bag.
No.
Seriously.
Okay, you come on the boat and it is quiet. You don't hear anything.
Okay, so where's the door?
There's a stairway down. There is a cabin that is the pilot's cabin where
Let's pilot's cabin first. Make sure that we can't drive away.
I mean, I'm not being belligerent.
Don't get too casual, guys. I mean,
so
you
the
don't.
pilot's cabin is locked.
Flint, this is locked.
Is this where the door is?
No.
No, the door is down in somebody's room.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna let them point me to it.
We should probably make sure that there isn't anyone in the pilot court area so that we don't get driven away with.
Let's clear the boat.
There's an open glass. You can see in. There's nobody in there.
Cool. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll point the way to the room that the door is in.
Can Flint actually fit downstairs?
He's a flexible man.
Make me a luck roll, Flint.
Isn't it downstairs and like to the left or something?
I'm so tired. So tired. No, I do not. I do not think that I fit. And given
he cannot make it down the.
I think I find out that I don't fit in the worst possible way. That is another 100.
Outstanding. So yes, the gorilla does not fit down the stairway unless he like slides down sideways, and then you don't know how he's going to get back up.
You know what? On 100, can I just make it so that I fit? Like, screw the not being belligerent. I'll just push open some spaces if I can.
Sure. Yeah, you rolled 100, so you all feel the boat shudder as as Flint starts to go down, and he brings in his shoulders, and it's like, and there's like the sound of like bowing wood. And there's some weird cracking sounds in the walls.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, maybe we can't.
He's like, no problem.
You all right there, Flint?
I need some room to aim my rifle. Got to see. Look, I can.
Mate, it's all close range here.
You're not gonna.
Yeah. Now even worse. He's like wedged into the stairway, and he pulls out his rifle. He's like, "See, no problem. I can."
I hit the deck in the most literal possible sense.
I'm so glad I'm behind him.
It up like this, like trying to like squeeze it up in his chest. He's like, I got
so glad I'm behind him. So glad I'm behind him.
Yeah, I don't care how far behind him I am. I want to be down as well.
So with 100, you come down into the narrow hallway that is below decks. And at the end of this hallway is another stairway down. And there are 4 doors, 2 on each side. And you've been told that the first door on the left was the door with the portal.
Okay. It's the door. So it's the first door. You know what? I'll find out. I open up the first door on the left.
All right, it's locked.
Monkey strikes.
You can open it.
Yeah. Like, is it any trouble to?
No. You just make me a strength roll to not just tear it off its hinges.
I just have to not get 100. Okay, yeah, that's a hard success.
Yeah. So you just walk up and you kind of go bam right at the door, right on the doorknob, and the doorknob like shoots out of the door, and the door rolls open.
And it's not a portal.
No.
So okay, then I'm looking for the next.
Well, so this is a cabin, which there's no way you could fit through this door. You take up all of this hallway, and this door is smaller in the hallway. It's a cabin with a closet door, and I think you've told him that was the portal.
Okay. Closet.
Can I reach a head and an arm in and?
Why don't you let us, the smaller people, go in and open that?
Well, just seeing if I can. Hold on. Sure. One moment.
Yeah, you can totally. This is it's a small cabin. So you lean in, your head in your arm. It's a little pinchy, and you reach and you open the door, and outside of the door you see a beach.
All right, I close it again. Are you sure you don't want me to just rip this wall right here? Because I think I can get this door. Does it look like I can get this closet door out? This place doesn't seem very structurally.
It's a wooden boat, so yeah. I mean, you can take it apart as much as you want to take it apart.
What are we...
Thorncastle, what are you doing?
I'm just asking.
Do we think that this portal is keyed to the wardrobe and that we can take the wardrobe with us? That's the real question.
Well, those runes, were those runes on the frame of the portal?
So is it a closet like a normal closet inset into the wall, or is it a standing wardrobe?
It's a closet inset into the wall.
Wow.
Make me a spot hidden roll.
Who?
Flint.
Hard success.
There's a like folded piece of paper on the bed.
Uh-oh.
Can I just tear that piece of paper?
Sure.
In half?
Well,
Burn it.
You're kind of crunched, man.
Yeah. You can pick up the paper.
And then
but right now, like, you'd need to bring it to your mouth and kind of rip it that way, because you can only get one arm in. And I encourage you to put this piece of paper in your mouth.
No, I was thinking so there's some wall, like I can see inside, and there's wall to each side of the door.
Yeah, you could also, you could take those walls out.
I think, you know what? Both. If you're suggesting I take both of them, I'll listen to you.
So Flint, like, he puts one arm in and he can't quite reach the closet. So he comes out and he just goes crunch. And it's like one of those like folding closet doors that just opens like that. And he just pushes them both that way. And there is even more groaning from the ship, and like the nonverbal protestations of wood as it's just splintering. And yeah, you now have ready access to this cabin.
I keep looking to see if anybody's watching us or looking at us or anything.
I stick a hand out and just do the stop the wait sign, and I am ready to pounce on this paper and shred it as quickly as possible. I want this to be as smooth.
All right, yeah, you dive in and just rip the paper up into many pieces.
No, just in half. Just down the middle.
Okay, yeah, you rip the paper up.
Okay. I think it was a trap, and I come back up with the two pieces of paper.
What do you have there, Flint?
Does someone have matches?
What
Do you want to see what it
says first? Yes, please.
Not really.
I know Emma doesn't read, so
I know how to read. I just don't do it.
I didn't say you couldn't read. I said Emma doesn't read.
But I think in this case, I'd be fascinated to know what it says.
Then
but don't say it out loud. Don't read it verbatim out loud. Just look at it and then summarize to us.
Who? Oh, no, I'm not reading it.
Well, I don't want to read it.
Okay, who's left?
That should be the episode title of every Call of Cthulhu. I don't want to read it.
I'll read it, mate.
All right.
Don't put it all the way back together, though. If it's trapped, that might.
I got you. I know.
Okay.
Somehow, Donald figures out how to read a piece of paper that's been torn in half.
Hard.
And all the note says is, Donald, I knew you'd come.
That actually says Donald on it?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate this. I hate this guy.
What does it say?
Check the backside. Is there anything on the backside?
Nope.
All right. Alexandra, that match.
I'll see if I can find some matches.
Sure, yeah. Easily.
Flick one.
Yeah. So you burn the paper. Yeah, you burn it, no problem. As the last bit of the paper burns, the boat shutters.
I did.
And
Wasn't me.
Everybody make me a listen roll.
Flint, you should check the door again.
Oh my God! I didn't roll 100.
99.
99. Yes.
There we go.
All right. So because when the boat shutters, Emma just starts freaking out. And Donald, did you get a hard success? You're going to need a hard success to hear anything with Emma going like, "What's going? Why? What?"
Let's see.
I got
regular success.
Critical.
So,
I got
a critical success.
I got a hard success.
All right. So Flint and Alexandra, you both clearly hear. It sounds like steam or something coming from the undercarriage of the boat.
I can't. Steam undercarriage. What is that on a boat?
Sorry, the engine room of the boat. There's a deck below this.
I'm going to step up real quick and cover Emma's mouth. Just like, shh, shh, shh. Someone's in the engine room.
No.
Shh.
No, we need to get out of here, guys. We need to get out of here.
let's go downstairs.
Do I get the door? Should I grab the door?
Why are we going downstairs?
To get the door.
Who's here?
The door's right.
No, the door's down there. I came up. Unless you're all fit down on the. Where are we right now? Are we on the deck?
Yeah, on the top floor.
I thought we'd come down with him, or at least was in the area.
Yeah, so there's no. You're basically on the stairway because this is the first door down the stairs. So he just smashed the stairway, went down, and he has the one door open, and you're all on the stairs there, and that's one.
Do we need to get the other doors, or what?
That's the door that leads to Grey Dragon Island. Pretty sure.
If you heard something, the engine could be starting. They actually could be moving this boat again. Remember,
we need to get out of here.
We need to get out. We need to get out.
Let's check the pilot's room.
It's empty. We already checked it.
Someone could be back.
There's just a glass window.
I'm going to run back up the stairs. I'm getting out of here. I'm not getting stuck on this boat.
All right.
I'm up the stairs.
So you're back up the stairs. You're on deck. Everything seems fine.
I'll go check the pilot's room again, just to make sure that nobody's piloting the boat.
There's
I'll try and cram myself down below.
Guys, we have to go. Guys, we have to go. Let's go.
It could be
Alexandra, what are you doing?
I have no fond memories of this boat whatsoever. I'm heading for the deck and calling and like his whispering, Flint, whatever was glowing is down there, and if you break it, it'll hurt you.
Just looking.
All right. Emma, what are you doing?
I'm getting off the boat.
All right, you are off the boat.
Do
Flint,
I see
anything? What are you doing? You're crushing. You're gorilla handling your way down this hallway. It's
I'm being a little more sideways. I'm just trying to get my head down there. I'm trying to be a little less destructive.
So
I don't know.
At the end of this area, there is a stairway down. And that stairway down, there's like a sick green glow coming up from that area.
Okay, I'm gonna go get the door.
Okay, Joan, what are you doing?
I'm out. I'm running out.
All right, you are out. Donald, you're up on the deck right now.
Yeah, I'll get off the boat as well.
All right, that's 4. Flint, you make me a size roll.
Can't possibly. Now I want to fail this, right? Because I've used up all my hundreds. Okay, that's just a hard success.
Okay, you wedge your way through, and you are now in front of the door. Everybody else is off the boat. Are you standing by the boat? What are you doing? So, Alexandra, what are you doing?
I'm off the boat on the dock.
You're on the dock.
And
are
it's
you
like
just standing there? What are you?
I'm scanning around looking to see if anyone's watching us, or if anyone's approaching.
Donald, what are you doing?
Let's get clear. Let's get clear of this boat. It could be a bomb.
Could be.
Let's get away from it.
If it's a bomb and it's starting to go off, we won't get far enough.
Let's get as far as we can.
All right. So, are you leaving, Donald?
I'm trying to get the rest of the group with me.
All right, Joan.
Flint's there. Flint's still there. Come on, Flint. I'm just yelling.
It'll be fine.
All right, so you're
I'm
not
just
leaving.
yelling.
Emma?
I'm gonna make sure that the boat is secured to the dock, so it's not that easy to go someplace.
That's
The boat is completely tied to the dock.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It ripped a piece of the dock off last time when it left.
All right, so I rolled 6, and that is 6. So the boat explodes. There is a massive green mushroom cloud.
My
that goes.
suit.
So
Why?
So I need everybody that is outside of the boat to make me a dex roll.
Thank the gods.
All right.
Huh.
Oh, good.
So-
No, critical. 13. Critical.
Oh, nice.
So I got a hard success, and it looks like Emma didn't. Can I bring my hard down to a normal and help her and like dive at her?
Well, let's find out what Emma rolled first.
I just missed it by 2, so I rolled a 42. That's why I was like, because it's
Spend
not.
luck. You could push the roll.
Yeah.
Or we could spend all of that inspiration that we got.
You got a lot of inspiration.
But it could be worse. I mean, I'm super close.
Are you gonna? Do you really want to spend luck?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's not one of no, but yes, but no. I mean,
Ezra
only-
could,
I feel like we already used no, but yes, but no as an episode.
right?
Yes. Yes, we did.
Ezra, could I sacrifice my hard success to bring it down to a normal, or
This is an individual.
all right. So I'm gonna go for 2 luck. I'm gonna bring my luck down because it's only 2, and
All right.
so
So
I'm gonna make it.
Emma's saying, this campaign's almost over. Let's spend luck. Sure. All right. So you all made it. So you're going to take half damage. Anybody that got a hard success or better I'll just, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. All right. So if you failed the roll, we'll deal with you in a minute, Nick. If you failed the roll, you are going to take 14 points of damage.
Whoa.
If you made the roll, you're going to take 7. And if you got a hard or better, you're going to take 4. Sorry, you're going to take 4. Also, if you got a hard or a critical success, you have a choice of being blown into the water or being on the dock. If you got a normal success, you've been blown into the water.
Okay.
Hey, Doc.
I'm staying on the dock.
Okay. So those of you on the dock, you fly back and you land on your back and you're looking up and you see this massive green mushroom cloud shoot up incredibly quickly and then come sucking back down. And there's just a small, under the water, everybody in the water can easily see this. In the water, steaming, is a glowing green rock of some sort. It is also, for everybody who is on the dock, at that point that you hear, and here comes Flint. So Flint, you are going to take 10 points of damage. Your suit is now shredded. It's like there's like one shoulder left on this side and then like one leg of the pants. You are shot so high up in the air that frost is forming on your hair, on your mustache.
So my mustache stays together, but the suit,
I'm not messing with the mustache. I know what brings the fans here. And you come shooting back down, and you have the terror of free fall for an uncomfortably long period of time. Make me a sanity roll.
Just gonna make this clear. If I fail, it's not because of the free fall. It's because of the suit. I failed.
All right, you lose 5 sanity from the suit and the free fall and essentially dying but not dying. This is the first time that you have tested the immortality of this thing, and you land, so you hit the water. The water's like concrete. As you hit the water, you feel your back and every muscle in your upper body just snap at once, and you feel every single one of them. there's sickening crunch after sickening crunch after sickening crunch, and you start to sink down.
You've never had your entire back broken. Once the top one goes, you lose all feeling.
Well, that's the problem, is that it's
Depends.
almost immediately. So you crash down and you hit the water, and you're once again, you have that sensation of drowning. You're kind of always almost drowning. You're never dying, but you're almost drowning. And there's about 40 seconds where your shattered body puts itself back together. So the two of you in the water, you can both see the gorilla hits the bottom, and like the like its back is like horribly wrenched in this horrible direction, and then it just slowly starts like jerking itself back together and like crunch. You're fairly close to the dock, so you can both get up there. There is you can both, and actually, Flint, you can also see the glowing green rock just sitting on the bottom of the water. I'm assuming you want to leave it there.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm swimming back to the dock and just be like, somebody get me out of here.
Yeah, I'm like curled up on my side on the dock, but like pull myself over and give her a hand.
Yeah. I'll swim back once I'm able to.
We need to throw a rope out for Flint or anything.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Flint
he's
can
fine.
climb his own way up. He's a gorilla. And you hear like police coming.
Let's get out of here.
As you start to leave, a familiar face from the harbor master's office is like coming forward. Says, "What just happened?"
I'm like ducking my head down and keeping a little bit behind the gorilla, in hopes that the massive gorilla will grab his attention before a familiar face will.
What just happened to that boat? Did you do that to that boat? Is that a gorilla? Oh, he makes his sanity roll. Who? Is that gorilla wearing the remains of a suit?
He's our pet. He's our pet. And
Let's go.
No one's leaving
to
here.
get a new suit.
That's another sanity roll.
And no,
Nope.
we're saying no. He didn't hear it.
That one didn't work. He's like, whoa, that gorilla just talked.
No. This was.
I heard that gorilla
I
speak.
just push him out of the side.
Yeah.
Push him to the
We're just
side,
gonna go. We're gonna go. We're gonna go.
Great, whatever.
Yes, with the advantage of him failing that sanity roll and rolling 5 sanity loss, you can leave this poor shattered man.
Yep, I'm going to the hospital. Bye-bye. Bye.
So yeah, you all make it out of there, and you have all taken. Some of you have taken worse wounds than others.
Yes, we're going to the hospital.
Let's go to hospital. Ow.
Yep.
Oh, I was gonna, if you guys don't mind, head back to. I mean, there's probably nothing that can be done, but maybe he's got a backup gorilla suit. He's been working on a lot of dresses. I don't want to wear a dress, but
You're gonna wear a dress.
You should wear
I'm
a dress.
done.
maybe if there's something tunic-like, I could do that. I'm just gonna see what I'm gonna see what my options are right now.
You're not going. Yeah, you're not going to the hospital. You're just going to go there. I'm not going with you again. I'm going to the hospital.
Does the damage last for me?
Oh yeah, you've still taken a lot of damage.
Okay.
It doesn't all knit itself back together, magic gorilla style.
I mean,
a lot of the
body
spine
does, the damage, the pain does not.
Ow.
I mean, you could probably stay at 1 hit point for the rest of time, but it wouldn't be a lot of fun.
Right.
And they aren't gonna. Are they gonna take me at a hospital?
No.
It's unlikely.
Probably not.
Or they're going to have some very, very serious follow-up questions.
And a veterinarian is just gonna be a butcher.
Ooh.
Could always go to Madam Lynn's doctor.
Nope.
Yeah, Madam Lynn could probably hook you up with somebody.
Actually, you're still in good with Madam.
Yeah,
Lynn.
you're in good with her. You might want to see.
So first,
Might be able to
and
find
you
a
know what?
pantsuit there.
I
A
can
fashionable
offer,
lady's pantsuit.
I can offer if she has any stuff ready to deliver it to her on behalf of the tailor.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Ignore the blood-soaked fur.
Kitty.
So some of you are going to the hospital. Oh, Lucy loves dice.
Yes.
Some of you are going to the hospital, and one of you is going to Madame Lynn's.
Well, the tailor first. Tailor, then Madame Lynn's to see if she has any a doctor that would look at me.
Don't drink out of my water, all right? Go be a kitten somewhere else. So all right, so yeah, we'll do that scene first because that's easy. You go to the tailor, you walk in. It's like, what happened to my suit?
There was an explosion. It was unforeseen. I'd like to order another suit.
It's gonna it'll be a couple days.
Well, I might be out of town for a while, so don't feel any rush. I know that you're busy with the surge in gorilla-sized apparel. So
it's a growth market.
yeah, if you have any, I was gonna head to Madame Lynn's after this. If you have anything you want me to take.
Oh, are you and her
good graces? Yeah, we, us gorillas.
Monkey business.
monkey business?
We are not monkeys.
I'm terribly sorry. That was an impertinent question. I'm very sorry. Yeah, I do have a gown ready for her if you'd like to take it to her.
I would be happy to deliver it.
Thank you. That's very kind. I would, the less I see gorillas, the better.
Present company excluded?
No, not at all.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. It's always a pleasure.
So he'll hand you a lovely, it's a deep emerald gown with a beautiful shiny material. And you will head to Madame Lynn. So you guys go to the hospital. Anybody who took the 10 points of damage? Wait, or was it 7?
7.
Yeah. That's not terrible, but it's not great. So the hospital, oh, wow. You get excellent medical care.
Okay.
The hospital will give all of you 4 hit points back.
Okay.
But it's going to take the rest of today.
Yeah.
That's good.
Fine with that because that brings me back up to full.
Okay.
Not even close, but better than nothing.
Birds of Paradise, baby. I rolled an 07 on medical care. So this is an excellent hospital. And with an 07, they don't even ask questions about why you're blown up.
Oh, good.
They're just, they're taking care of you.
That's
So
what I asked for in a hospial.
just lay there with the good pain medication, just drifting.
that's right. That's
So
right.
are we going to stay here overnight or we're just going to?
Just the rest of today.
Yeah, you'll be released in the morning.
That was good.
Because then does that get rid of that major wound I had?
Oh, yes, it will. Good call.
Oh, thank goodness.
That will get rid of the major wound. Great call. So Flint, you go to Madame Lynn's place, and once again, they just let you right in because they've had years of letting gorillas into this place. Yeah, you will. Mr. Wu will say, "Oh, I'm so glad that you have Madame's dress. I'll let her know. She would love to speak with you." And
would you be able to send for a doctor? I was blown up earlier today.
oh no, what happened?
I was on a boat looking for a magic portal, and then the mysterious green rock powering the boat blew the whole thing up along with my clothes.
Well, that's a lot.
It's been a day.
It sounds like it. Well, what are you looking at? Oh,
You looking at me?
That was perfect. What are you looking at? Yeah.
I look down and there's just a little. So yeah, you will. He'll have a doctor sent for. And you you wait there's food waiting for you, and then Madam Lynn will come in, and she thanks you for the gown, and she's being very touchy with you. There's a lot of she comes around the chair and sort of her hands linger, and she says, I've been thinking, Flint, you could be very useful to me.
Yes. I am sort of preoccupied currently.
Yeah, you're save the world crap.
Yeah, I know. I just keep beating that dead horse.
How about after you're done with all the save the world stuff, you come work for me?
I'm certainly open to the idea.
Because the only thing I can think of that's more awesome than one immortal gorilla god is two immortal gorilla gods. You, Flint, are the only person on this planet that now understands me. You know the power, the self-control required to not break every neck in front of you.
Yes, I have managed to master that.
Do you understand the gift we give every single person we don't kill?
I might be visibly shaking right now. Like I have the food and I'm like, okay.
Make a sanity roll. Not going to lose any sanity, but let's see how.
I mean, I'm low enough.
Yeah. So yeah, you are visibly you are blanching, which is a weird look in a gorilla. Flint, you're not a weak man, are you?
No, I'm a gorilla now.
Yes. You're an immortal gorilla god.
No, I just found that out earlier. Really had it driven home.
Yes, it looks like you've had an interesting experience. Wu told me that you were in a boat that blew up.
Yeah.
I'm given to understand that was Penhue's boat.
I believe you are correct.
And I'm also given to understand that this was not a normal explosion.
I believe it was an explosion of some sort of magical variety.
Yes. And is there any residual artifacts or power there?
After I had my spine shattered, I just got out of the water.
Yes. So you firmly believe that you should have died in that explosion?
Oh, I was blown up, launched very high up into, very high up. I took a significant drop that would have definitely killed even a very large gorilla. I felt every bone in my back break and my body splay out.
She's like visibly excited by everything you're saying.
And I don't recommend it. If you're thinking of trying it, it's just unpleasant.
But you didn't die.
No, because it wasn't a person.
You have tested our blessing. And now we know it's true. We are immortal. Nothing can destroy us.
Except for people.
I'd like to see them try. Honestly, terrorism and bombs, that's the main thing I was afraid of. If somebody puts a bomb in my car, that would be the easiest way to kill me. But now they can't do it.
That checks out. Can I get some morphine?
Of course, yes, of course. A doctor will be here soon. Flint, I want you to stay with me.
I mean, if I don't die, we'll see how that goes.
You can't die.
Oh, from people.
Flint, the best way to make sure that people don't kill you is to kill people.
Doesn't that put a target on your back? If people think that you're going to kill them, then they're going to try to kill you. Whereas most people who see me walking down the street as a gorilla, they're happy to let me just walk on by, especially when I ask politely.
No one is happy to let me walk on by. And now I am the power in Shanghai.
We've had very different experiences with walking through Shanghai.
And if I kill enough people, they'll stop trying to kill me.
I think this is a chicken or the egg sort of scenario. I think
I'm going to make an omelet and fried chicken.
I'm now you're making me hungry, but
yes, we'll get you that doctor. So the doctor, make a con roll.
Regular success.
All right. You are super woozy. Like you have been given a lot of drugs. You did ask for morphine, and you have been given a lot of morphine.
Good old elephant tranquilizers.
You will gain 4 points back, but you will be here. Regular success.
I'll tell them I have to leave early in the morning. If that, yeah.
Regular success. All right. Yeah, you pass out with the doctor, who's caring for you, and everything's fine. So it is the morning of your departure, and gosh. Yeah, so Flint, you wake up and you are strapped in a table, and Madam Wu is there.
Madam Lin?
Madam Lin. Mr. Wu is there as well. He looks terrified, and he has a gun. And the doctor is there, and the doctor is has another syringe and he's by your neck.
All right, let's try to break out of these restraints with everything I have.
All right, make a strength roll. Oh, please fumble.
That would be a critical success.
Okay.
Oh man. All right. So you smash the bindings off of you, and you knock the doctor backwards, just with the force of your ripping them off. And Mr. Wu is just like sobbing, and he's got like the gun is not pointed at anyone. He's just sobbing, and Madam Lin is just looking at him, going, "Do it, you coward!"
I actually am short some weapons, so I'm going to be taking that gun.
And she looks at you, and she and she says, God, I'm so turned on right now.
Okay, I've got a boat. I've got a boat to be on, saving the world.
So she looks at Wu and she goes, "You are so useless." And she just takes his head and goes, and like as soon as she does it, his body goes limp. And she throws him down and she says, "You have the spirit I need."
Save the world? This is a horrible way to start off the morning. Okay.
This is a horrible way to
start off the morning, yes.
So she'll let you go. Like you got out of her.
Try not to break anyone else's neck if you can help it.
Why would you tell me that?
Because you break an awful lot of necks.
And she'll as you leave, she's just like, "Come back for me, Flint. Don't make me come find you." Somewhere Emma's like, "I feel a weight lifted off my shoulder."
I hope they find a way to lift this curse.
You guys make your way to the rendezvous point. Taro is there with one other gentleman in a small, a little skiff that is going to take you unless you.
Were we able to swing by our hotel and grab the things that we need?
All your equipment. Yeah, you've got all your equipment.
I just wanted to verify to make sure I've got like every dagger.
Sure, you've got all your equipment.
Do we want to try and get him to delay a little bit?
What about the interpreter?
Are you bringing him or not?
We should bring him.
No.
We need his input.
We need him.
No, we're not going to bring him on a Japanese destroyer.
We need him.
We're not bringing him on a Japanese destroyer.
Why?
Who says they're going to let him off? We can't protect him.
We're not going to make it anyway. I mean,
I like turn and look Flint up and down and say, "Really? You can't protect him?"
No, we're going to be on the island.
And when we get off the island, we want him to be safe.
Unless we want to collect some of our... We're taking him on the island?
No.
We're guaranteed he's going to die.
No. I think we need him on the boat to make sure that we have all the information we need to do the ritual. And when we can let him off, we are in cahoots with the Japanese, and we're going to make them do the right thing. This is one guy.
I don't like that smile on Ezra's face.
This is an absolutely horrible. This is a horrible idea.
why?
We have to have him.
They do not get along. No, we're risking his life anyway. Like the best thing that we can do to keep him alive is to take all the notes, leave him here. I need some guns.
It's not finished, and I want to make sure.
Yeah, it's gonna have to finish later. We can find another translator.
It speaks no.
We have to stop killing people.
On a Japanese boat, a Chinese translator. Okay, no.
No, we're not going to find it on the boat, but when we come back, we can find another one.
Are we going to come back? Yeah.
No.
If we stay on the
We're
island.
not staying on the island.
Yeah, why?
Let's stay. Finish the job.
No, what?
What do you mean what?
We're
What
not
do you think
living
now
we're not living on a volcano island.
We need.
Just
Yeah, we are.
We need to hold the island until we can do the ritual. If we leave it, someone else can come in and take it back.
And then
i.e.
we
the
have to do this
Japanese.
all over again.
Yeah, and I don't really need to have the Japanese take over a Chinese island, a la Mr. Rogers issues.
You're just going to get him killed. He's going to die. We're going to have to come back.
We're all gonna die, Flint.
Not me. I'm an immortal gorilla god.
All right, except for you.
I've got 13 hit points. It's looking sketchy for me.
I mean, I only ever have 15. So,
I mean, are you telling this man of the dangers?
No. He's coming on the boat to finish the job.
look, I don't like
Okay.
Rogers
Well,
in most.
No one gets to criticize Rogers anymore, except for me, because I'm against this.
I'm not for this. I don't like the idea of bringing an innocent translator on the boat with us when there is no Emma. No, I see what you're doing.
Can we tell
Tell
you?
what crazy idea
all
she's having.
He doesn't need all his blood. I mean, it's just a little bit, right? There
We'll give him some orange juice and cookies. It'll be fine.
you go.
The thing is this: we can tell him about what the problems can be, but it's something we have to do this to save the world.
But it's not going to work.
We'll make it work.
No, we're gonna have. We're not staying on the island. It's not gonna.
What?
Where else do you need to be?
He's got a job offer.
Good for him.
I'm taking that.
We have to wait till the full moon to do the ritual.
6 days from today.
Yep.
So we have to hold the island 5 days after tomorrow, after we take it, assuming this works.
Assuming that we can take it.
Yep.
If we,
I
Look,
mean,
okay,
from the
ha-
talk with
wait.
Rogers, yeah.
Flint, I know.
Hold on. Rogers is going to be opening a door to the island or onto the boat. We can ask him if everything goes well to in a couple of days have a door open to bring the information to us so he can stay and finish translating.
But if we have that, we don't need to bring this guy with us.
Exactly.
Rogers can find someone.
No, my idea is that we have him bring this guy in a couple of days after he's
bring
finished.
his stuff in a couple of days, right?
Sure. Bring the
Rogers will take him to whatever Rogers is in that laboratory where he does whatever it is that he does. And who knows if this man ever leaves that laboratory.
Then the man doesn't enter the laboratory. He just gives him the notes
Stuff.
because this person is just a translator. He's not a practitioner himself.
He's safe with us.
All we need is the notes.
We need the
Flint,
notes.
what you're recommending is that we leave the scrolls here
No,
unprotected.
no. The scrolls come with us. The translator stays.
So we gain no ground. We're just stuck at
Not why we're there. That's right. I mean, unless Joan can make a little bit of progress.
No, I mean that's the thing. It's going to take me, more days than we have.
Yeah.
That was the whole point of having somebody as a translator.
Well, I mean, I've made my case. He's just going to die. We're going to have to come back. We're going to have to find some other way. He's as good as dead if we bring him with us. From just multiple angles.
You're going to finish on the boat. He'll be safe on the boat.
No, he
He
won't.
never goes on the island.
And we don't even know if Taro's going to let him on the boat.
He will.
Yeah, we don't know, but we can make a good case because we need to save the world. How are we going to do it if we don't have all the knowledge that we know that we need to have? How? Yes, we could get this stuff later, but then again, as you say, leaving this guy alone with all the stuff, what's going to happen to it?
We're not leaving him alone with it.
You're saying we take it and we hang on to it and then we have to come all the way back and then wait a couple more days while he does it and then go back again. What happens in the meantime? What happens in the meantime?
Do you understand that taking the scrolls with us is giving them to Penhew if we die?
Mm-hmm.
Leaving them here, they're going to be taken.
Put them in the hotel safe deposit box then.
We can find some place to put them, but not.
I do not think that we take them with us. Not if we think that this is going to be a suicide mission. We do not want to put them in Penhew's hands ever.
Agreed.
Safe on a destroyer. That's the safest place they'll be. Everything else.
You remember that dragon? I have a feeling that it could do something against a destroyer.
It can do something against a hotel safe as well. I mean,
Sure, if it knows where it is.
Right. It knows. There's
Does
three
it?
of us here that can easily tell him where it is.
Not if it gets put in some place that some of us won't know about.
Get on the destroyer, he'll finish the translations, and what happens after that, we can't control. We need that information before the full moon. We're running out of time, people.
And what if we get stuck on the island? What if we get stuck there somehow?
Then we find a way to contact Rogers, and he opens a portal to come pick us up, perhaps. We just
Is there a phone on the island that I could call the DOD and get the coordinates to them?
A radio. Also,
No. I'm just saying we're going through all the things. They're saying that we have to come back, Flint. What if we can't?
Then we're probably dead. Well, you're all probably dead.
I don't think YouTube would accept that.
I'll just hitch a ride on your back when you swim back, because you're gonna do that. I do not want to bring the translator with us. I think that the more civilians that we bring into the line of fire, the worse it's going to be for everyone.
I want to bring him. We need his information, and he's innocent. We may need that.
All right. So Alexander's a no. Donald's a yes. Joan?
I say we bring him.
Joan's a yes. Flint?
Still a no.
No.
Yes.
All right. So, it doesn't have to be unanimous or anything like that, but the majority of the party wants to bring the translator.
I'm just saying his blood isn't going to be on my hands.
Thank you for not saying his innocent blood.
I've made my case. If you're not going to listen to me, then you're not going to listen to me. So be it.
All right. So yeah, you get to the skiff with Taro, and the translator is like, "I'm going on a ship. Okay. I'm just supposed to, Mr. Chu just told me that I was supposed to go wherever you go. Okay. And Taro kind of looks a little strange when a Chinese man gets on the boat with you guys, but you head out, and you are on this skiff for about 2 hours. The destroyer would not come into Chinese waters, so you have to head out to international waters, and as you are you make it to the destroyer, and you are pulled up. This is a massive war. This is a machine of war. This boat is gleaming. It is new. It is state of the art, and it is everything is in Japanese. There's no English anywhere. It's very confusing. Most of the sailors don't speak any English. Taro introduces you to the captain of the vessel, Captain Shintai, and Captain Shintai speaks no English, and through Rogers translates. Captain Shintai says,
Taro?
Sorry?
Taro, not Rogers.
Sorry, Taro, yeah. Taro translates that Captain Shintai says that he knows that he has been told that his mission is to do whatever Commander Taro says, and that he knows that it will be a dangerous mission that perhaps men will not return from, and that his men are the best men the Navy has, and they will succeed.
When I have a moment, I'd like to ask Taro if he has any spare rifles. Mine were blown up.
Yes, of course. We can ask the Marines to have you armed, and so yeah, you'll get a Japanese rifle. You're gonna have to do the trigger guard work again.
Yeah.
Nobody says
no,
anything
I'll
about.
give you one. It'll have the same stats as your other rifle.
And nobody says anything about a gorilla walking around or anything.
They, they've heard a lot of weird stories about Americans.
Nothing in English.
They've heard a lot of weird stories about the uncouth Americans, and this is fitting right in with the things they've heard.
All true.
And yeah, you are given the lodgings are not up to your usual standards. You've essentially been given one of the they've taken one of the staterooms and they've turned it into bunks. And so there are 6 bunks. So it's you 5 and the translator.
Do they make any special accommodations? I will not fit in a bunk.
It's true, and this boat is much harder to make room in because it is all steel. They can rig you up a hammock on the deck.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice. All right, they will rig you up a hammock on the deck, and there is much mirth. A bunch of the younger sailors will come by and sort of laugh at the gorilla, like laying in a hammock on the deck.
New meaning to banana hammock.
Also of questionable value for YouTube. And so you strike out and
dibs on a top bunk.
And it is everybody's going to get 1 hit point back for being able to rest. And you feel about 6 hours of travel. You all feel the boat's engine stopping. You're on the deck, Flint, so you hear a lot of yelling in Japanese, and you feel the boat stopping as well.
Really quick, before I respond to that, would I have been able to have gotten a hunting knife as well?
Sure, yeah. You can.
Okay.
And you also get 500 bits for a submachine gun gorilla.
Yes.
Oh, wait, is that an option? What do they have? I mean, I'm more comfortable with the rifle.
I think, yeah, you can. Do you want a submachine gun instead? It doesn't have nearly the range.
If I can be a gorilla with a submachine gun, apparently there's bits in it. So,
all right, let me.
We'll worry about the stats later.
Yeah, it won't come. It will not come up tonight. But yeah, I'll give you the stats for the submachine gun.
You're confident.
He wouldn't. He already blew me up and then smashed me against the water after falling who knows how many thousands of feet.
You've already had a long day.
So the ship is definitely stopping.
Mm.
And on the deck, there is a lot of commotion, and on the right side of the boat, there's a lot of commotion and guys yelling, and the captain has come out of the bridge and he's like looking with binoculars over that side.
Yeah, I go of course I go and look as well.
Okay, you see they are letting down a small boat. They are dropping a small boat into the water with 3 sailors in it. And you think maybe you see off in the distance a small vessel of some sort.
Okay. I'll watch things. I mean, I can't speak to them, so I'm just watching things play out.
Yeah. Are you guys going to stay below deck?
No. When I feel the ship stop moving, I'm going to swing down out of the bunk and go investigate.
That's okay.
Is anybody staying down with the translator?
I am.
Okay. So yeah,
That was an ominous question.
You go down on deck, and yeah, the same. You see the same thing. There's a commotion off to the side, and a small boat is being let out. And yeah, in the distance, you definitely see another, not big boat, but another boat. And the sailors are rowing out to that boat as you guys get up there.
Can we get some binoculars from somewhere or somebody?
Mine were blown up.
Where's Taro at this point?
Taro is up on the bridge with the captain.
Let's go up.
All right. Yeah, you go up, and Taro is there, and the bridge is very cramped. And he will say, "We are responding to a distress call. Please return to your quarters."
Another Japanese Imperial Navy ship in trouble?
Could this be a trap?
It's probably a trap.
We are signatories to international treaties that require us to answer distress calls.
Of course, of
It's
course.
a perfect trap.
Yes, it
Who
is.
still has the binoculars?
Yeah,
You can, yeah, you can all pass binoculars around.
Can
Okay.
can you
What is
send?
the flag? What is the flag on the boat?
So the boat looks like it is a tiny little boat. It has a it looks like it's an escape an escape boat or something.
a lifeboat.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. And it's at that point, through the miracle of sound and open water, that you hear cutting through the air a word that sends shivers down your spine. Rupert!
Shut up!
No! And then in the binoculars, you see Rupert and the Duchess are like are like in an escape in a lifeboat, like half dead, as the Japanese come alongside them and start to tow them.
Yeah, I just look at that and then pass the binoculars on, look at Taro and say, "You're going to regret that. I'm so sorry." And I just like back up.
He's visibly nonplussed by that. What do you know?
I'm going back to my quarters.
We don't actually know her name. Her name is she goes by the Duchess. We've run into her a few times. She's a very terrifying battleship of a woman. Have fun. And I'm gonna go downstairs as well.
Have I actually met her yet?
I don't think you've met.
No, you haven't.
Enjoy.
And so they will and so you're the only one who's still up on deck, Flint, I guess. Everybody else has.
Well, I'm not going to try and cram down below. Last time I did that, the ship blew up.
All right. And so you see a man is with the Duchess, and he starts to like they pull the boat over to the destroyer, and there's a like rope ladder, and the man starts to try to climb up, and the Duchess just like shoves him out of the way. Women first! And she like puts one ham hock of a hand on the ladder, and you would swear the destroyer lists a little.
I start to move to the other side to counterbalance.
Yes, between you and her, there was a lot of way. And with amazing vigor, she pulls herself up this ladder. And then she looks down and she says, "Rupert, are you coming?" And this man comes up, and the guy is a very handsome young guy in a tuxedo. The tuxedo has seen much better days at this point. And the Japanese are offering them water. They both seem like they are very have gone several days without water. And the guy Rupert says, he's like, "Does anyone here speak English?" He looks around. Damn it. Water! Water! Rupert!
I'm gonna go work on my guns.
The Duchess like starts to faint, demonstrably, and like everybody behind her clears out. There's like one guy who's like, no, and she flounces down. God, I hate that dame. And that is where we're going to end it. Rupert says, God, I hate that dame.
Oh my God.
And that's going to do it for the. Rachel reminded me last week that the Duchess by canon is on every boat. And she's like, how's she going to be on a Japanese destroyer?
Brilliant.
It's the perfect trap.
She's actually Nyarlathotep.
Probably.
No, I keep thinking she's the bloated lady.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Nice to say.
Accurate though.
There's water pills for that.
So our quotes for today, I very rarely read things. Sometimes it's just a hand. I barely consider my own actions. Buddy system, which I think is just a good title.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be clean. I know how. I know how to read. I just don't do it. Ironic that I couldn't read that. I don't want to read it, and this is a horrible way to start the morning. Which I think that's the episode. A horrible way to start.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We were just avalanched with bits, and we really appreciate it. We're probably going to trigger something just with today's leftovers here.
Surprise me.
Don't forget, many of us were enjoying rolling these birds of paradise that were rolling great for us. You can get them and you can roll them too.
I need them.
They're so pretty.
They're lovely. We have our there's the Quest and Chaos Discord. You know what? We haven't talked about it in a while. There's still a Quest and Chaos Patreon. You can support Quest and Chaos in so many, and you all do support Quest and Chaos in so many different ways. We really appreciate it. What are we putting in the old book of inspiration there?
18.
Wow.
Wow.
Got to be a record. That's got to be a record.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got 25 bits to spend this entire something.
Thank you guys. Thank you
you.
so much. You guys are amazing.
Man,
Yeah.
Cthulhu clan for life. That's what I'm.
What sort of a gesture would you like? Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That is our secret hand.
Tom's face.
So again, Monday it's Rick and Morty D&D. Then Tuesday it's the Chaos Agents. Then we're back here Saturday. We are really looking forward to when we can get back in studio.
We're not on Saturday, right?
Oh, hey, right. Saturday is July 4th. And how better to honor America than not have Amy roll dice? So yeah, we are not going
This
on Saturday. Thank you for reminding me. Time has ceased to have any meaning in the
is true.
pandemic hellscape that we all live in. So we're going to take the 4th off to do nothing.
Nice.
March.
I mean,
Yeah, it is Emma's special holiday of explosives.
My neighborhood has been celebrating your holiday for the last 3 freaking weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, ours has been pretty loud as well. So we are off next week. Then we will be back in 2 weeks with This Is a Horrible Way to Start the Morning, and we'll find out just how the Duchess found herself on a lifeboat in the middle of the South China Sea. It's going to be exciting. Until then, goodbye, internet friends.